KCRH 89.9, D's Bay's best variety. Big Reid's in the house chilling. Homie DJ L.Y. Ville's here.
L.Y. Ville is here.
And we have a special guest today, and it only goes with saying your actual Twitter name when it says Legend Gary.
Legend.
Gary Archer's in the house.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for having me, man.
It's all good.
Education rules the nation.
Like that.
You know what I mean?
So when I grew up watching on these different Bay Area DVDs and stuff like that, and it's what I've learned from, you feel me? The reason why I do music is because of the whole little movement with all the Trill TVs and everything. So it's an honor to have you in here, bro.
Man, it's
Real big.
It's humbling and an honor for you to say that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's really what we were trying to do when we were doing this music thing. Like it was a time in between. The Bay Area kind of was on in the early 90s, and then what happened was 20, 30 people actually got major label deals from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
In the Bay Area, there's a lot of people that are more like hustlers than rappers, so they took their advance and kind of did other things with it. So really, out of them 20, 30 people, only 4 records got turned in. So the next, until now, you know, the major labels have been scared of the Bay Area, so there's really no outlets. So when we had our opportunity, our whole hype was, man, we're gonna create our own lane. We're not gonna make a radio song. We're just gonna do songs and music for the people, and we're gonna prove to everyone that the people could actually choose again.
Definitely.
If you bring it to them. And that's what we prided ourselves in, trying to bring it to the people and let the people decide.
Exactly.
You know, everyone didn't have to like everything because the music's not for everyone. But the energy was incredible. The last time California had that type of energy is when you guys probably weren't even born yet. It was probably 1983, 84 when breakdancing came out, and everyone started breaking. And everyone was like linking up in these little crews, and it wasn't gangbanging, but it was this sense of pride, like fool. It was just ill pride. It's almost like when you're on a Pop Warner football team. Like the whole Bay Area felt like they were on the Pop Warner football team. Yeah. During the hyphy movement, you know, and it was a sad thing that they took Dre from us, they took Johnny Cash from us, they took Pretty Black from us, they took. Now 20 of my friends are in the feds, you know, obviously, but people make choices. You know, you make choices with situations you have. You know, popularity and fame doesn't build character. You know what I mean? It kind of shows what kind of character you really have. Yeah. And so sometimes, you know, things don't work out the right way. But you know, back to your original thing, bro. It's real humbling that you say that, because my goal when I signed Mr. Fab when he was 17 was, bro, if I could let the world see what I see right now, it's gonna be crazy. Exactly. And being able to make that come true is what was a dream of mine to come true. And I by being able to do that in front of everyone, not behind closed doors. That's why I tell people, if you could do it in front of everyone, it's respected a lot more. And then people get a chance to build off that and set their own dreams and legacies off what you did, so they could dream higher and bigger, like, oh, well, they did that, I could do this. But until that, no one did that. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's why right now, like, this Young California movement, I think, is giant right now, huge. The one mistake they're not doing, they're not bringing it to the people. They're allowing terrestrial and internet radio and to bring it to the people. Like, that's the icing. Like, people, these kids don't get hip-hop and artistry. Like, being on the radio, me being on the radio right now, this is icing. There is no icing without cake. You know what I mean? Bringing it to the people, they want the cake. You need real cake. And that's what's missing. You could be the greatest artist in the world on TV, but when people meet you, they're gonna think you're weird. Yeah. And you don't want that. You want them to buy into you when you're bummy, or when you're coming up, when you got your first rope chain, your first earring, your first new car. When people see that, they're fans forever. Exactly. Forever. And that's what we were trying to put in front of people. And we want to show them we make mistakes. We make mistakes, but hey, we're willing to accept our mistakes and be grown men, grown women, and grow up and move on from that. And you know, no one would even expect me or Fab still to be making a living off music, considering what went down in the music industry in the Bay Area and how it went down. The way KMEL pulled the plug on Fab because we got a bigger radio show on another station that was owned by the same station.
Ridiculous.
They ain't played him in 5 years, and they've done everything they can to make me and him get a real job. But superseding that, we've been able to go everywhere in the world off music, both buy houses off music, both buy Mercedes-Benzes off music, both send kids to school off music, both take kids school shopping, feed the community, feed the hood every month off music. And nothing better than because people said we couldn't do it. So, you know, that hopefully anyone listen right now, what you're going to school for, if you got a regular job, dream bigger. Just dream bigger. Like, my hype is dream big, set realistic goals, make small changes every day, and be accountable. And your dream will come true.
Straight up. If you want more information like that, man, follow him on Twitter. I'll be reading it every day.
Yeah.
All the motivational stuff that you need is on Twitter. We're finna be right back in a couple of minutes with homie Gary Archer. We're finna get into this track. I swear, the day Fab dropped this track on Twitter, I had it in this system. It's that City Nights track featuring T-Pain. Y'all keep it locked, KCRH.
It's the cataract.
The women and the weather is great.